Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be creating a nail that is inspired by the great waves of Kanagawa. You know, the Japanese block printing painting that is really famous. It's on everything at the moment. It's really popular. So I'm starting off with Kiwano, which is one of our jelly colours, and I'm just going to pop on a couple of layers of this. I don't want it to be quite as sheer as it is here. I want it to have a little bit more opacity to it. I'm just going in with a third layer just to build it all up, and I think that should be good for the look we're going for. We are going to have a bit of a matte background, which makes this colour less see-through as well. Once that's cured, I'm taking some ultra matte coat and popping some of this on and curing it because I want a nice matte background for doing some sponging, because I like this colour. I just wanted a little bit of variation and to lighten it up just a little bit around the edges of the nail. Once that's cured, I'm taking Snow White and just a little piece of sponge, and all I do is just cut some off a beauty blender. We do sell big packs of them. So I'm just taking that Snow White on the beauty blender and just dabbing that on the nail, and all I'm going to do is build this up until I'm happy. I don't want it to be like full coverage. I literally just want to lighten up some bits of the nail and make them a little bit softer. So I'm just going in with a second coat here. You can see it does stick a bit better once that first layer is on there. The first layer is a little bit invisible, and I'm just going to go back in with another layer as well, just to add a little bit more depth. Once that's cured, I'm taking gel top coat nail sealer, and if you have seen how I do isolated chrome before, you'll know this technique. So all I do is I pop on a layer of this, and this is a slightly thicker top coat that we do, so it works really well for this technique. And I'm going to cure that and then just buff down that top layer so it's completely smooth, so the chrome can't stick to anything but the gel polish that I'm about to put on. Otherwise you'll have your chrome stuck to absolutely everything and it'll be an absolute nightmare and you will want to cry. But this will make it like completely foolproof. So like I said, just make sure that whole entire nail is buffed. You don't want any shiny bits coming through, and dust off all the excess. Then I'm just taking some base coat and I'm going to be mapping out the waves. So I'm going to do this in layers because I want a little bit of texture. So I'm just going to take one of our eyelash tint brushes that we sell and just map out the shape, and I want this to be relatively smooth for the background. And once that's all in place and cured, I'm going to put some chrome on and then layer it all up, if that makes sense. You'll see what I'm doing as I'm going. So I'm just kind of making a bit of a C curve with it. It's quite hard to see on screen with it being clear, but I promise I am doing it. You can see it a little bit better from the other angle as well that I've just shown. Once that's cured, I'm taking one of our chrome pens, and this is one of our fairy and dust chrome pens, so it's a bit iridescent and not too opaque, so you'll still be able to see some of the colours coming through as well. And I'm just going to buff that on top of that base coat. You see, our chrome pens like something a little bit more sticky, such as like the Serious Black or the base coat, whereas our chrome pigments, they work really well on just top coat. So once that's in place, I'm just going to wipe off all of that excess on there. And it's not the easiest to see on screen right now. It definitely is more of a delicate design. It's not like a really in-your-face design. So I'm just going in with the second coat of base coat, and I'm adding in kind of the spikier ends of the waves that are on the painting as well. And I'm just going to add some extra texture in here. So I am happy to kind of build this base coat up and not smooth it out too much. I'm going to go in and add some like wavy lines as well throughout the chrome that we've already put on, just to add some extra dimension too. And like I say, I do apologise that it's quite hard to see. It's just the nature of using a clear product while you're doing this kind of thing. So here I am just putting on some of those wavy lines inside the design I've already done. Once that's cured, I'm just going back in with that chrome pen and it'll just add the chrome to those 3D bits. And again, I'm just going to wipe off the excess on there too. And I'm just going in with a third layer just to kind of build up over the bits I've already done, add in some extra bits, and I probably will go over those wavy lines just to make them a little bit more 3D again. I also decided to go in and add in almost like water droplets. I don't know why, it just felt like it really needed it in my head, so that's what I'm doing here, just making them as 3D as I can. And again, once that's cured, I'm taking that chrome pen and going back over the bits that I've just added. Once that's all done, I'm going in with some top coat just to seal in the chrome, because I am going to put some matte coat over the top of this, and I was a bit unsure at this point what I was going to do with it, whether I wanted to keep it shiny. I think it looks really pretty shiny, but I just wanted to try it mixing the textures as well. So I thought if I seal in the chrome with some top coat, I always put a couple of layers of top coat on anyway to seal in our chrome, and then I'm just going to put on some matte coat, and this is because I want the background matte. So I'm going to go over the whole nail with matte coat, and this is a bit convoluted, but I got the design I wanted in the end. So I'm going to cure that and then take some top coat again, and I'm literally just going to go over the chrome sections. So I'm just going to be really careful and just go in and only go over those bits. Like I say, you could have just done this shiny, but I wanted to play around, so you've got a few different options with this one. I also thought it might help those waves stand out a little bit more if they were shiny and the background was matte. And what's nice about doing different layers with the chrome is that they shine in different ways. You can see here the waves are giving off different colours because some are a little bit higher than others and stuff like that. It really works when you add that shiny top coat back on. I'm going to pop that into cure, and that's the nail all done. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and let me know if you like layering up your chromes as well, and which chromes are your favourite to layer up. If you want any of the products, they'll be tagged down below, and we'll see you next time, guys. Bye.